Welcome back to my little corner of Lithuania, to the soul diary of living between earth and sky, where every day is filled with inner growth, spiritual lessons, searches and findings. At the same time, breathing deeply in the beauty of the earth. Extraordinary. And even though sometimes my thoughts fly so high to the universe, trying to stand firm on the ground and embrace all the small things that daily life still asks to do.
My dear Buddha, what a beautiful head you have. Oh, God.
And we are now in the middle of a freezing but so gorgeous winter, heading to spend some quality time in nature. I've come to a lake a bit to enjoy this sunny but quite cold day. I see there's a fisherman on the ice. I don't know why, but even though I know that it's safe, but I feel so scared to step on the ice. It's so hard to walk through the snow. There's at least a little path, but at the places where it's not, it's like super deep snow. Amazing. Wow. So amazing, so calm. One fisherman, and there's the second one. The brave guys. It's been around -15 more or less for about a week or two now. And that is so amazing, so beautiful. I really love this kind of winters because the climate has changed, and when I was little, we used to always have such winters. Every winter we even had those days when it was just too cold and too snowy, and all the kids were allowed to skip school. I think it was when the temperature increased more than -20. And then for the older kids, it had to be -25. So now these days, we barely have these temperatures anymore. So the 2026 is here, and I have quite a clear direction for this year, as I shared in my newest video about the things that I am concentrating on now. The physical health, the mental health, and the regrounding, because I took some break from my spiritual courses, feeling that I fly away too much. I need to learn first to deepen my roots, to stabilize my own core, my virtues, and my basically main foundations about life, so that I can continue it without losing the ground underneath my feet every time we touch very deep topics. What is beyond all the universe if we are evolving into light creatures? What will be the position of this material world anymore? What will be the importance of all the things that we do? You understand that it's quite easy to really lose the motivation and simply normal feelings of the everyday life when you touch and explore such deep topics. This year for me is really to cultivating self-confidence in whatever I feel, not leaning onto even very high authorities, because that I think was my mistake, maybe because I lost my compass. my heart to really figure out between everything and find your own truth. You need to listen to your heart. And that's what I'm doing now. And I really had so much fun filming that video. It was, first of all, so mystical when I decided to go out. All the weather suddenly changed from almost this weather. It suddenly became foggy. So foggy that I barely could see anything. All this motivation and inspiration was bursting in me, so I almost didn't feel the cold. But I can show you that. So let's see some behind the scenes. Oh my god. Oh my god. With my whole being, I savor the long evenings, the crackling of the fire in the fireplace, and the feeling of time standing still. That opens a space so perfect for meditations, reflections, and rest, for practicing being here and now, for appreciating and enjoying simplicity, the silence of the surroundings and the inner stillness were deepened by the colder and colder days, the kind I had not seen in a very long time. Cars struggling to start, frozen water in the taps, and a house heated at full capacity. It's something we have experienced in Lithuania perhaps 15 or 20 years ago. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. The door is frozen. OMG. And one night, something else miraculous arrived from the far north, like a sign from the universe that I'm truly walking my path. In this life chapter, I'm really trying to learn to do lives and meditations and guide lectures and everything, which is so out of my comfort zone, but I still try to gently push myself. And I just finished my first live lecture on Facebook, and immediately after that I noticed a message that Aurora is outside, and usually we don't have such things in Lithuania. And I ran out, and for the first time in my life, guys, I saw it with my bare eyes. It was my dream, you know? I just feel now that I have taken in my heart as a big gift for being brave, for knowing my way and going to it despite any fears and doubts. I'm feeling so happy now that I'm using my time the best way I can. I feel that maybe a few years later or something, or maybe when I have kids, I will remember these days when I had so much time for myself, when I had so much freedom, and I will thank myself for training my skills, for spending this time so wisely. I feel it's just such a safe and amazing time to just do it. Another cold and beautiful day with sun shining every day from the morning till the evening. It's quite extraordinary. It's not very usual here in Lithuania. Something is crazy really going on. I've been wanting to go to north so much to experience true winters again, to see the northern lights. And it has come here. And I've been filming so much these days because of the conditions and of the beauty. And I just feel it is such a huge luxury to be able to see these sunrises and sunsets, these frozen wonderland trees, all the crystals on the branches, and simply experience how this cold is naturally cleansing all the environment, how it's almost like, feels like blessing the land. I imagine how other people maybe need to drive, out from the city to find good locations, to then freeze in the night if they're trying to do time lapses of stars or something. And they just wait in the car, I suppose, until it's done. And for me, it's more than easy. I went out, my breath simply smokes like fume in this cold. Then I leave my camera to do the job. I come back, I have my dinner, I watch TV, and I take the camera back. And I don't know if you can see through the camera, but I have like many splashes on my jacket and this thermal cup because I've been trying these days to master that Mapemba effect, if you heard about that. When boiling water freezes in the air, it evaporates and freezes at the same time. It's very beautifully physically explained. And I've tried this maybe 10 times or something now. Because I just wanted to figure out, maybe it depends on setting or on lighting, on different temperatures, on the vessel that I use. I tried with a little bowl. I tried with the thermos, and I can see that this is best. If you somehow manage to have a smaller stream, smaller flow, not the huge splash, but a smaller, then it really helps the water droplets to split faster. Also, I tried with my phone, with my camera, in the morning, in the evening, vertical, horizontal. It's the most cold in the morning, I noticed, until the sun hasn't risen yet, like I said, with the thermal cup, and in a big cold. We've been waking up really early recently, and even though I am more of a night owl, but I have noticed this really good impact of waking up early. And by saying early, it is exactly 6 a.m. So the sun doesn't rise for 2 hours. In the beginning, it was really hard. I was angry at my husband that he suggested this idea because he just loves waking up early. And he says that then it's so easy to work. You almost don't notice the time as it doesn't exist at all. Early morning vibes are so special. Have you heard about the Sattvic time? Whole day and night, have these phases of different timings and energy. So Sattvic is the most light vibrations, the divine vibrations, the time that is really good for spiritual work, for huge concentration, for clear mind. Rajasic time is more of the earthy time. It's extended during the day, the main part of the day, when the sun is shining, and it represents this movement and this energy and joy. So it's meant for going out somewhere, maybe meeting people or doing some work also. Tamas. This time is meant for rest. For almost doing nothing, maybe for creating something. Yeah, more divine energies are more easily reached in the morning. I think I will go to work with my computer now a bit, and then I will go to the city. I don't do that too often, maybe once or twice a week, because I want to keep this balance between, being in my own bubble, sort of isolation, and with meeting the world, with carrying out my energy and also gaining something from it back. When you see the contrast, when you spend some time in the noise, you admire and appreciate the silence and the beauty when you come back so much more. Gosh, that's intense and stressful, especially in the rush hour, which I always try to avoid, but this time I couldn't. Yeah, big city life. This January is exactly 2 years since we left the city, and since our whole lives have changed completely. I have opened a new page of my spiritual evolution, and I have spent more time in nature than I have spent maybe in 5 years. And I'm not joking. Even though I was going out a lot, but not like here, where you almost live outside. So many days spent by the lakes, in my garden, filming, taking pictures. Do you want to see what he sees? Take a look. I guess my whole system and DNA has transformed by now, rewritten by the new rhythms of living, nature codes, and egregorless wide space. And I also want to thank you for being together this whole time, through shifts and changes of this channel and myself, but eventually always ending up enjoying the beauty and love of the life together. Or if you are new here and enjoy this type of inspiring, real videos, click that subscribe button and join the Light family. I wish you all the best unfolding year and see you soon.